At some point in every Bitcoin journey, a quiet realization hits. If I lose this, everything is gone. There's no bank to call, no recovery form. Imagine seeing a support button on a screen, only for it to gray out and dissolve into nothing. A reset password link? It just fades to dust. There is no customer support, no reset button, just you and a string of data. But this feeling isn't fear, it's responsibility. It's the moment the warning signs fade away and are replaced by a calm, clear checklist. Understand, backup, protect. Because in Bitcoin, the private key isn't just a password, it's ownership. So what is it? Put simply, a private key is a secret cryptographic number that proves you own your Bitcoin and gives you the authority to spend it. If you control that secret number, you control the Bitcoin. If someone else gets it, they control the Bitcoin. There are no exceptions to this rule. It's a stark reality. Like two hands reaching for the same key to a vault, only the hand that holds it has power. That's why you'll hear the phrase, stamped into the bedrock of this world. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin. Think of it like a high-security vault. Your Bitcoin address is just the label on the outside of the vault door. Anyone can see it, and anyone can send value to it. But only the private key can actually open that door. It's not a username, it's not an email, and it's not your wallet app itself. And crucially, it is not something a company can ever reset for you. The apps on your phone can disappear, your phone itself can break, entire companies can fail. But the ownership encoded in your private key remains. The interfaces don't matter. The key is everything. Technically, the flow is straightforward. Your private key, which always stays locked away in secret, generates a public key. That public key then generates the addresses you can share with others to receive funds. When you want to spend, you use your private key to sign the transaction. The rest of the network then uses your public key to verify that signature is authentic, all without ever seeing your private key. It's a system built for ownership without permission. It exists to remove the need for banks and accounts and passwords. It's control without having to prove your identity to a gatekeeper. When you press send, your wallet creates a digital signature. That signature proves ownership, and the key that made it never ever leaves your device. The finality of this system is absolute.
If you lose a bank card, it gets replaced. If you lose a password, it gets reset. But if you lose a private key, the Bitcoin it controls is locked forever. Picture that vault key falling into darkness, the heavy door sealing shut with an irreversible stamp. The coins are still there, sitting on the blockchain. You can see them, glowing behind a sealed glass wall, but they can never be moved again. Bitcoin doesn't care who you are, only what you can prove with a key. Now, most people never even see their raw private keys. Instead, wallets provide what's called a seed phrase, usually 12 or 24 words. This is a human-readable backup, a master key that can regenerate all of your private keys if you ever lose your device. You must treat this seed phrase with the same gravity. Anyone who gets it controls everything. So where do these keys live? It comes down to three main options. Hardware wallets keep your keys completely offline, offering the highest security. Software wallets keep them on your phone or computer, which is convenient but connected to the internet. And exchanges, well, they hold the keys for you. That distinction explains almost every major security outcome. If an exchange holds the keys, they can freeze your access. This is third-party risk. When you hold your own keys, known as self-custody, that risk is gone. And that brings us to the most important point. Bitcoin itself isn't hacked. People are. Attackers don't break the cryptography. They use phishing sites, fake wallet apps, and malware to trick you, the human, into handing over your keys or your seed phrase. But private key safety is strict, not complicated. Follow a few simple rules and you remove almost all the risk. Use a reputable wallet. Use a hardware wallet for your savings. Write your seed phrase down on paper or metal and store your backups in separate safe locations. Never ever store it digitally. Never type it into a website. And ignore all unsolicited messages from support. With these simple steps, you can secure your ownership, because private keys are the fundamental line between just using Bitcoin and truly owning it.